What is going on, YouTube? We are back with another reaction, and you already know who it is.
This power level gotta be
It's
Seth.
gotta be Seth. Make sure you stick around and subscribe because we are on the road to 1,000. Like I said it already 1,000 times. Just stick around. Press that like button if you like the video or if this is the type of content that you're into. Because we're reacting to law enforcement. We're reacting to passport travel bros. We're reacting to we touching some of the red pill content. I watch it all the time outside of doing my own thing, but I just got to make sure you guys get your little brush of it. Now with the red pill, oh my gosh, today we are talking about what's his name, Travis, and then Leanna Lenee, Mr. Hunter, Mr. Hunter. And this was already a big thing before, especially on the internet a couple of months back. His girl being exposed. Oh my gosh. And then like some guys, they learn really well in one thing, but they fumble in another thing. And you know, she kind of gave her the keys. I'm sorry. He kind of gave her the keys, and now she's in full control. She's in full. He don't have a say in anything now. So let's go ahead and watch this video. This is a video by Duke Duke Jackson or something like that. O'Shea Duke
It's
Jackson.
official, guys. Travis Hunter is officially a married man and a happy man for more than one reason. Number one, he got the girl
cheesing like crazy, boy.
Leanna Lenee. And number
Look,
two,
ooh.
he signed a pretty big contract over $45 million with the Jacksonville Jaguars. He has his dream chick with his dream career with a whole bunch of dream endorsements. The question around the internet is still this: did Travis Hunter get married without a prenup?
Big news today. Wide receiver Travis Hunter, who just signed a $50 million NFL contract, apparently got married in Tennessee. And now the internet is ablaze.
And apparently she picked where? Tennessee. And apparently by those Tennessee laws, marriage laws, pretty much you're fucked. Pretty much. That's what I got from it. I don't know the very specifics, but if he can explain it, that'd be even better.
What is he actually giving up here by failing to do it?
I mean, in Tennessee, I believe they are an equitable distribution state, which means that things generally are split equally, but it doesn't have to be exactly 50-50. And so with something like a $50 million contract, depending on the, when the divorce occurs, if you were in California, there's an argument that, she could be entitled to exactly half of that contract. That's not necessarily the case in Tennessee. There's also a bunch of other factors like the length of the marriage, and other things like that would affect how much money she would be walking away with.
Regardless, she getting away with some money.
So this particular law firm did some research.
Even if it's not split down the middle.
They were wondering why Travis Hunter got married in the state of Tennessee. Now, if you're in a state such as California, you split the properties of each you and your wife 50-50 down the line, or whatever you earned, or however it goes. And it also determines of the length of the marriage and things like that. But in Tennessee, it doesn't have to be equally. That means Travis Hunter could walk away with 80% of his earnings and she would get 20%, or maybe she could get 80% of the earnings and he would get 20%. So could this be a tactical situation? Well, wait, there's more.
I would say this, and this is my final takeaway. I think the internet needs to calm down a little bit. This is a personal decision that this person makes. A lot of people still consider marriage to be a sacred contract, and it's quite challenging to come in and promise somebody you're going to spend the rest of your life and then say, hey, by the way, let me have you sign this prenup. So I'm going to give this young man a little bit of credit in just being brave enough to make his own decisions. So everybody, just remember, hate the game, not the player.
Huh.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f you think you is?
Now, the gentleman here is pretty much saying that, hey, listen, you guys need to calm down. This is a young man that's trying to do the right thing. Marriage is still something very sacred. So that's all you guys should be.
When I first saw like the little snippets of the wedding some days back, I saw everyone else was wearing all black. The first thing I thought of was a funeral. That should not be my first thought. The second thing I thought of was, damn, she's using them. Because it was a video of like he was going in for a kiss and she kind of like just evaded it. And it was right in front of everybody. It's kind of crazy, man.
Worried about. However, that is not what everybody is saying. If we look at this particular post, there is a celebrity attorney who's very, very popular by the name of James Sexton. And as you can see here, Class Act. Celebrity divorce attorney James Sexton is offering free prenup agreements to the entire 2025 NFL draft class. Sexton advises that no rookie follow in Travis Hunter's footsteps. Marrying Leanna Lenee without a prenuptial agreement in the first place or in place before signing his massive $46.6 million rookie contract. Now, I've never heard of James Sexton before, but I had to search who he was, and when I did, I came up with many videos around his name. I came across this particular clip.
90% of people have had a first marriage by age 50.
Well, you will have been married.
Yeah.
At some point.
If you are listening to this right now, 9 out of 10 of you will be married by like age 50. The divorce rate currently for, I guess, first marriage is what, 50%?
It's a little higher than that. 86% get remarried within 5 years of their divorce.
Okay, so it's like...
So it's not only do 86% of people who've now been through the horror of a divorce, even the friendliest one is a terrible
But
disruption.
now we're doing it all over again.
They're going to do it again. Let's do it. We're in.
But wait, there's more.
Is it true that divorce rates for a second marriage are higher?
Yeah,
66%?
Yep.
And then third marriage, 75%.
Yeah, it's even higher.
What is happening? You would think
Well,
you
you're
think
bad
you're
at it.
getting you feel like you're getting better at it. Like you're like, okay, I failed once. Like,
No,
let
it
me go back
teaches
to this.
it statistically it shows the opposite, which is that you're not good at it and the chances of you getting better at it go down. So I have a client who's on his 5th divorce right now.
Damn.
And I've done his last 3 prenups.
So Mr. Sexton says that most people divorce the first time at a very high rate. Then they're dumb enough to get married again. And I believe like the second time divorce rate is like 75%. No, stop the show. These are the same people that says, you know what? I'm more mature now. I'm more ready to engage in marriage. And I think I'm good this time. Sounds a lot like Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, right?
These are the same people who say, I'm ready for forever until it's not forever. And they keep saying, I'm ready for forever until it's not forever. You know, and I mean, everybody has their choices. Everybody can make their own choice. They have their free will. I look at the numbers. I look at other people's experiences. I live through other people. I look at common sense. Ultimately, I think it comes down to the individual, to the girl that you're marrying, and vice versa for the the guy that she's marrying, right? So, compatibility, really knowing that person. But the numbers are probably the biggest thing, because you can be the best person marrying the best person ever, and you can say that you're never going to get divorced, but guess what? You still end up getting divorced. So you didn't see that coming because you didn't want to say you saw it coming, or you didn't want to acknowledge the possibility of it being a thing. So.
But wait, he also said that there's a third time that they do it, and it's almost like 80%. So people go through divorces and go through all of this traumatic experience only to
Those
continue
little fake
to experience
cut
these
videos.
things back and forth over and over again. So when Mr. James Sexton says that none of these guys should do this without a prenuptial agreement, he's actually talking about his experience. He's not giving his own personal opinion on this. He's giving it from what he sees in the field. And that's important for people like Travis Hunter. I understand that you love her. I understand that you believe.
Is
that
she
you're
showing
gonna go through this
cleavage?
life with
Am
her.
I tweaking?
And that very well may be her position. However, that usually is not the case. And other brothers have been talking about this here on Black YouTube.
Travis Hunter just got married. First reaction, good move or bad move?
Bad move.
Shout out to Lapeef Network, right? And they're going to bring this brother that's there is going to bring a strong point home.
It's in fact a bad move.
Emory University did a research study that found that men who spend more money on wedding rings are more likely to get a divorce. So the men who spent between $2,000 and $4,000 were 1.3 times more likely to get a divorce than men who spent $500 to $2,000 on a wedding ring. And the men who spent $20,000 or more on a wedding ring were 3.5 times more likely to get a divorce than men who spent less than that. And there he is dropping the bag on the wedding ring. So that right there is just being objective.
Man, that sounds like a great down payment on a nice property. Y'all got me messed up.
According to the data, that right there is it's not looking good. It's more likely that he's going to get a divorce.
The brother says that men who spend the least amount of money on their wedding rings or engagement rings stay married the longest. It makes sense because you're not under booty clapping conditions. If you give your wife a small ring or something like that, it means genuinely that your wife loves you and wants to be with you for who you are. But in the case of Travis Hunter, it appears that this was based on some booty clapping conditions, because when he got married to his wife, hey, he spent like $600,000 on a Mercedes-Benz truck. I'm pretty sure he spent millions of dollars on a wedding. He got married in Tennessee. He pretty much did everything that she wanted. And in order for him to keep that lady, those are the conditions that he must operate under. And many men that typically do this, well, it's already showing the lady that you have money and you're already buying her anyway. So once she gets the ability to divorce you, she's gone.
And Travis Hunter seems like one of those guys that's like, has never really experienced a relationship or the female nature. And I'm not saying this is the nature of all females to, to go through these experiences, then expect to find a knight in shining armor. You know what I mean? A lot of them do. I feel like I want to say more is more than not now. But, I feel like if you're going to marry somebody, she better absolutely deserve it. I mean, past matters. Everything she's done before you, everything she's done while being with you. The way she holds herself, the way she carries herself, her mannerisms, the way she speaks, the way she presents herself in public, the way she talks to other men, the way she can maybe improve your image, or maybe it's detrimental to your image. It's just so many things to it. It's not just a clear-cut, straightforward thing. And a lot of people who think it is, those are the ones that get burnt the worst. I can't stress it enough. I talk with guys all the time, and I know a lot of people who've been through divorce, unfortunately. But then when I have these conversations with them, they're like, oh, well, the past is the past. You just can't hold that to someone. There's always some stuff that they just don't want to actually acknowledge, and then I'm just sitting there like, well, I'm not surprised. I'm looking at my position and how I'm going to go about doing it the right way, or the best way I see fit. And I think that's what we're all trying to do, but some people are more blind than others. I could just leave it at that. I think Travis is one of those guys.
But what else is important?
Did you know that NFL players that are multimillionaires, 4 out of 5 of them are either going bankrupt or reporting that they're having financial distress? That's literally, for every 5 NFL players, 4 of them are either bankrupt or having financial hardship.
That is crazy.
After they play, of course. There was even a documentary that came out that was called Broke, and it talked about exactly why NFL players are going broke right after playing. And one of the main reasons, as I thought about it, was probably because of this.
But wait, there's more.
Most NFL players have perfected the art and the craft of playing football. But the reason that most of them go broke is because no one's taught them how to be financial literate. Think about it. You go from playing football where you're making barely anything in college, everyone else is making money besides you, and then the next thing you know, you're a multimillionaire, literally with 6 figures and 7 figures that you're making a month and a year. Mm-hmm. It's really easy to spend that money thinking that it's going to be there forever because you never had money before.
This brother talked about how most NFL athletes, 80% of them go broke because they don't manage their money. Now, it is true that most men are not getting married in the NFL like before, But if you can look at a prenuptial agreement or getting married without a prenuptial agreement, that could take substantially a lot of money away from you. It's a tool to go broke. Okay, you've already spent all this money. You're financing things. You're buying houses. You got to understand that when you have money, you're helping your family and doing things like that. So yeah, I mean, this is a bad situation, and unfortunately, a guy like Travis Hunter,
Man, she is
believes
using his
that
Ninja
he's
Turtle
gonna be
head
the
ass,
exception and not the rule. When in case
I feel bad for
Mr.
him.
James Sexton is saying, no, bro, you're probably going to be the rule. I mean, remember DDG? DDG thought that he was special until he found out that he wasn't.
He's right, you know.
Now he's going through the baby mama drama like everybody else. Despite the fact that he's making a lot of money on Twitch and he has every opportunity in his life, he's still down.
Hey man, that's some loser shit. I'm sorry, a lot of guys, this is loser. You
The fact
can,
that he's making
but maybe that's why he's in the position he's in now. Look at
a
this.
lot of money on Twitch.
That's some loser, and you have enough money to not care about anything. That's fine. But why are you on the internet flashing it like this, bro? I get it. It's still maybe bringing views, and through those views you get money. Yeah, so it's like it's a chain effect, right? Domino effect, you could say. But you know, sometimes you got to look at people's lives and characteristics. Even if you don't know them personally, you can look at other things and come to a determination about why the things happen in their life the way it happens, right? This is no secret to me.
And he has every opportunity in his life. He's still down bad. It's just what happens. I think that most guys need to understand that you're not special either. Not me or not you. If we were special, we would have been seeing that we won't experience the same struggles that everybody else does, but we do. And that includes love, it includes sickness, it includes health, it includes relationships, it includes good days, and it includes bad days. Only thing that you should ever do is protect yourself, because you don't want to end up in a horror story like we know Travis Hunter is going to end up in.
My
So guys,
gosh.
what do you think? It's your boy Usher Jackson back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.
Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. Thank you for the video, my brother. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much said everything I felt. And as far as the guys who are not financially literate, it takes some time to actually learn that stuff, especially when you get like a large lump sum of money really early and really quickly. But also on the other hand, I do feel like there's like some sort of common sense that should come with, okay, this looks like a lot of money. It's not going to last me forever, though. I got to do things to make this last. I had a great upbringing, though. I don't know. No. I've had a humble upbringing that I'm grateful for. And maybe the things in my environment, and this is for other people and under their circumstances, has molded them to be able to like appreciate things a bit more, a bit better, right? So, you know, I've seen people who were more fortunate by far than my family, and yeah, they don't care about things as much, especially when it comes to money. I see people every day that just spend money like crazy, and you know, if you just add in someone who's just giving money, like a girl who just got married, or before she was even married, then you add in a guy who's not financially literate and really young and who just chooses to spend his money on the most expensive things for this girl he just married. It's a bad combination already. All right. Hey, what do you guys think? I know we're going to get some people that's going to be like, well, it's not your relationship, whatever. Well, you know, like, it's whatever. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down in the section below. Like the video if you like the video. Make sure you stick around and subscribe for more. And make sure you put in requests as well, so I can know what you guys want me to see and react to. All right. So as you guys know,
This power level gotta be self.
gotta be self. All right, fam.